There's something magical about the bond between a human and their dog. It's a connection built on love, loyalty, and those unspoken moments that touch our hearts forever. Welcome to A Dog's Devotion, a podcast that celebrates the incredible ways dogs change our lives and sometimes even save them. Hi, I'm Carla Basagi, and in each episode we'll share powerful, heartfelt stories of dogs who have rescued their humans just as much as they've been rescued themselves. From acts of bravery to the quiet, everyday love that heals, these stories will make you laugh, cry, and even appreciate your furry best friend even more, if that is at all possible. Do you have a story that you'd like to share? I'd love to hear it. Join us on A Dog's Devotion, because every dog has a story, and every story deserves to be told. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to A Dog's Devotion. I'm the host, Carla Basaki. I started this podcast in honor of my beloved best friend, Max. And we've got a best friend here. My guest today on the next episode is Brandon Trentham. He has a new pup, and it's called Cooper. Originally, though, it was called Bradley Cooper.
He was called Bradley Cooper when I got him. Yeah,
right.
So it is just Cooper.
Okay. So just a little bit of background about you, because I know you're a super busy guy. You're a very successful real estate agent in New York City and in the Hamptons, a vintage car collector, angel investor.
Yeah.
I think you're still a marathon runner.
I am, yes.
Okay. We've got that in common. I'm a marathon runner too. And of course, we're both dog lovers. So can I...
Connected to it.
What was it like? I mean, Lola, your past dog, and I'm sorry about that because she passed away just over a year ago. It took you a while to get another dog. And Bradley, by the way, Bradley Cooper, or Cooper, is adorable.
Thank you.
What is he?
He is, so I just did a DNA test on him. Comes back his Labrador. He is Golden Retriever. He is Cocker Spaniel and Poodle.
What a mix.
I'm like, what's the name of this? And it's called a double doodle.
A double doodle.
A double doodle, yeah. So he's full grown. He's 22 pounds now. They thought that he was about 2 years when I got him. I think he's much younger. I think he's still a pup.
Right. So he's not going to get any bigger then.
I mean, he may gain a couple of pounds just being here for me, but besides that, yeah, he's
right. So as an agent, I'm curious, do you bring him to the office? Do you bring him with you all the time?
So, I can never make a life plan, but as I had tried, I moved to the Hamptons. It was going to be 50-50 here in the city.
Okay.
And just over a year ago, so last January. And the plan was Lola and I were moving out here.
Right.
That didn't end up being the case. But so I am not in the city much at all anymore. I still have a team there that kind of runs my day to day.
Right.
And, I go in for business, but that's really it. I live out here. I develop in the Hamptons about full time now.
Cooper must love being on the water and running on the beach.
He goes with me every day. He's already got his work jacket. He's got his Carhartt.
Really?
He loves it. Yeah, I've got him a bed at every house that I'm working on, and the crew is used to him. It's pretty cool.
So, I'm sorry about you losing Lola a year ago. Can I ask you when you knew you were ready to get another dog?
Sure. Yeah. Talking about the hardest thing you ever go through in your life, as you know.
I know.
I think when you lose family members, you're like, yeah, this doesn't get worse than this. And then, with losing her, and she was also connected to my hip 24/7 for 15 years.
Yeah.
Definitely like a child. I was very lucky in the way that you're going to pick a way for a dog to pass that had happened, and that we were going home for Christmas. So I knew that she wasn't feeling good. She was just, just old. And on our drive home, it hit me, and I was like, I know this is it.
Right.
I actually ended up calling the vet and had my mother arrange it on my way there. And by the time we got there to the vet, it was like, it's basically it. So I guess the beauty in that was I was able to bury her at home.
You were back in Tennessee.
I was there.
Yeah.
So, I went through that with my family over the holidays. It wasn't easy.
So it must have been so hard.
So super hard.
Yeah.
By far the worst thing I've ever went through.
Yeah, me too.
And then coming back here for the holidays, I was moving full time to the Hamptons. So I moved out here alone in the middle of winter. So you can imagine the Hamptons is
You know,
how I was
isn't it,
born.
doesn't your house feel empty? Like, don't you wait for the snuggles in the morning in bed? You're waiting for the paws across the door, the morning walks, the afternoon walks. Like, that's what I miss.
Yeah, of course. It's what you do.
Yeah.
It gives you purpose. It gives you that responsibility.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't know what to do. Everyone's like, you should go get one immediately. No way that I could do that to her. Like I was just still waiting. I don't know why, but thinking she was coming back at some point. But like they say, time heals all, and things get easier.
Yeah, true.
And I didn't really get it for a while. 'Cause definitely the first 6, 8 months, I was like, this is not better. I had moments all the time of breaking down, and it's pretty tough. But I started spending time with other people's dogs, and I had a friend of mine actually that lives nearby, and his dog also passed like a week after, and the two of them were
Oh,
friends.
no.
Yeah. So we had always said, all right, if one of us is ready, we'll try and go through this together. So, I was definitely set on getting another Cavalier. It was like the first time I'd ever
Oh,
had a small.
she was adorable. She's a perfect size too to travel with, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually went and I was in search online. And I started looking. This is not long ago. This is 2 months ago. Hit the 1 year mark, and I'm like, what do I do? Life is not the same. It's never going to be better. So it's like, you got to do something. So I looked up a few breeders, that were local, and I'm like, it just like I went and met a couple of pups, and I was really into it. I'm like back and forth. Should I do this? Should I not? And it just never hit of like, yeah, go get it the next day.
You didn't get that feel like sometimes, they say dogs pick their humans too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So no, I definitely did not. I didn't wake up the next morning and be like, I gotta go get that dog. A friend of mine actually sent me one out here, and I kept saying to a lot of people that I wanted to adopt. I felt like I had like the perfect breeder dog before. Anyway, a friend of mine local sent me. There's a Cavalier at the Southampton Animal Shelter. It's just been taken in. So I called about it, and they're like, "Yeah, it's definitely not up for adoption." And we're trying to find the parents. A few days later, they're like, "We wanted to call you back. The dog is up for adoption. Come in and meet it." Right. So I did, and I also there's a few other dogs there. They're like, why don't you just meet these others? So I met the dog, and we just didn't click. I guess I thought in my head like every dog from that breed would be perfect for me.
Right.
Anyway, so I ended up meeting a few different types from big to small, and Cooper comes in, and Bradley at the time. And, he was very gun shy, quiet, like who knows what his past life was.
Right.
Like him in a park, I'm living with other dogs, so very scared, timid of me. But once he got up on the couch there, it was a little different. I knew next morning I woke up and I'm like, I'm going back to that dog. By the time I got there had been 3 other people called that were wanting him, and they were like, we saved him for you. We knew he was the dog. And I'm like, wow. So that was a pretty special thing. I was super grateful.
So he was meant to be your dog.
It was definitely meant to be. Um,
And how has your life changed now that you've got Cooper in your life after being alone for a year?
well, I brought him back the next day, and we got here, and I'm carrying him out to the car, and he's not moving at all. He's just looking at me, and I'm like, oh wow, he's definitely scared, right? And I get him here, and he's just frozen, doesn't know what to do. Right?
Yeah.
It's just like it's very different than having a spoiled life. So I'm trying to like coax him with treats and whatnot, which definitely helped. But he was running away from me anytime I walked
He
towards
was
him.
running away from you.
Oh, he was scared, just like,
Oh,
a few hours would by, and I made a mistake. I know that my heart was like set on getting this dog. So I, after those couple hours, came to the couch, and then the next thing I know, he's sitting up on the couch next to me, and it's just a trust thing. Once I started rubbing him, it's all good. A few hours later, he's next to me in bed that night. So fast forward, it's been just over a month, and life is completely different. Everything in life is about timing, and it was perfect timing. Um, everything from going to work daily to just what I had going on in the middle of winter out here. He can spend every waking minute, and we do. It starts every day at about 6:30 to 7.
Does he wake you up?
He doesn't actually. I wake him up.
Oh no,
Oh, he's
really? He just wants to sleep.
definitely a dog that could sleep. But yeah, we get up and yeah, he's ready to go. A ton of energy. It's just the pup.
Well, he's a
We
pup. Yeah.
But that's the beauty of being out here. I've got a big yard, and I just open the door and we go for a run.
I mean, he sounds like he's going to have a great life with you, Brandon.
Yeah, I hope it's good so far. He's
Oh my
definitely.
God. Not only are you easy on the eyes, you're probably the best dog dad ever.
Thank you. I definitely. He's just easy. He was again same as Lola. He was play trained within a couple of days. No complaints. Not a barker. Not a just chill.
Just a perfect dog.
So yeah, I've got him now going on long runs with me here, 3 or 4 miles, and he's itching for more. So yeah, I think another marathon comes around. He'll be ready to be training with me full time.
Yeah. So are you, I know you're pretty active as far as hiking and traveling, and you're always going here and there because I've been following you on Instagram, and I know, of course,
Yeah,
Lola had her own Instagram account. Are you going to start an account for Cooper, and are you
yeah.
going to bring him with you everywhere you go?
I definitely will bring him. I think he's right on the cusp of the weight. Like I said, he's like 22 pounds now. But yeah, he's pretty easy. I actually just started him an Instagram account as well. So yes, it will. He's looking at me now. Yeah, his Instagram will be updated often.
I hope so. I want to see. I
Putting
want
in
to
life
see.
together. Yeah, enjoying.
I
Um,
want to see Cooper get older and have fun with you
yeah,
and have adventures.
same. Yeah, I've since finding out his make, I've been looking up to see this more of this, and there's a lot of this double doodle. He looks like a small golden retriever to me, or
Well,
something.
that's what I thought when I
Yeah,
saw his photo. I mean, his face is definitely retriever,
right.
lab. Like that's what he looks like to me.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Come here, buddy.
Let me see him.
Turn this way. This way.
Oh yeah, look. Oh, he loves you.
I mean, we're just always together like this. So yes, right?
You know, I was looking. I look at my camera and all my photos, and it's funny. I don't know if you're the same, but I have more photos of my dog than I do of like my partner, places we visited. It's all dogs. It's dogs on the beach. It's dogs on my lap. It's dogs at the bar. I used to bring my dog like you everywhere.
Exactly. He's definitely, like I said, he's just bigger and just a lot more speed. But yeah, I mean, I've been researching like all the restaurants and places I can go to here with him when it gets a little warmer out. Yeah,
Is Hamptons pretty? I've been there a couple times because my brother lived in New York for a while. Is the Hamptons pretty dog friendly?
oh yeah,
Is
very.
it?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone out here, especially during season that comes out,
Yeah.
everyone likes the dogs.
So I live part-time in Mexico City, and it's very dog friendly. Yeah, it's amazing. And was a rescue originally from Los Cabos, so I felt like I was bringing him back home, right? I was bringing him back to Mexico. But we went to restaurants, we went to bars. He'd have his own bar stool with us. We did a
Uh,
road trip to Nashville, and my partner wanted these ribs. And there's this restaurant in Nashville that has the best ribs in the whole world, and they're pork ribs. And I'm very strict when it comes to what Max ate, like sweet
okay.
potato, brown rice, ground chicken, and that was it. Like no kibble, no
Yeah,
ribs, nothing like that. He ate better than I did. But we were on this road trip to Nashville, and we're walking down the street, and he would come into every bar with us. We went to he's so cute. He's biting your hand.
oh, he loves to play. It's not.
We went into this rib place, and they gave Max a bar stool between the two of us. And of course, my partner ordered a bunch of ribs and gave them to Max. And Max looked at me like, "You haven't been giving me this my whole life. Like, I like him much better than you. You've been
Yeah,
giving me chicken and sweet potato, and now I'm eating ribs."
exactly. I get it. Yeah, I definitely keep him on a very strict diet. Little things like I got him had health insurance. I never had that for a little, but I
Right.
wanted to start now. So very trying to be preventative on anything I can. He's
I'm
he's
so
so
glad
good.
you
I mean, he
got
looks like
him.
a pup, right?
He
I mean,
does look like a pup, and he's
he's really
acting like a
cool.
pup because
He's
he's
hanging out.
biting.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, at least he doesn't, throw shoes or furniture or anything. He's been
It sounds like he's the perfect puppy.
so far, yes.
I hope I
I've
didn't
been
jinx
very
it for
lucky.
you because most of them, you know how they love to eat shoes and tear up plants and everything.
Yeah, his only qualm at all is just anxiety if I leave him. If I have to leave here, but that's like any dog.
Does he suffer from separation anxiety?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. We went to the city the other day and stayed at a hotel and a dog friendly hotel. And um, they called like 20 minutes after I left.
Oh,
And they're like,
no.
so people on the floor are concerned about your dog. And I'm like, oh, are you howling? Yeah. He does that. It'll go away. He just doesn't want me to be gone. But besides that,
So how are you? I had a dog like that too. I used to have to leave work and go get her and bring her back to work with me because she just was a senior and really suffered really bad separation anxiety. How are you going to cure that problem? Because there are times where you're going to have to leave them at home.
yeah, of course. I mean, I've been trying to build up time now, like leaving here, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just building up so it gets better. So he knows like I'm coming back. I really
Yeah.
feel like with him, that's what it is. It's just worried I'm not coming back. So, when I first got him, brought him home, and I would leave him in the kennel, he would pee as soon as he saw me, just like outside. This is
Oh,
I got
yeah.
so now, I learned with that of like, not looking at him when I first come in or saying his name or anything, just opening the door, letting him run outside, and that, he's gotten better on everything, and it's just been a month. So
It's a matter of time. You've only had him for a month, and he is really, really cute. You guys look perfect together.
we are very happy. It's definitely a match. He saved me, that's for sure.
He did, didn't he? And
Yeah,
you saved him.
I mean, I think, but I'm the lucky one here. No, I think you'll know when it's time. It hit a point for me. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It's just better with a dog.
Yeah, I don't know if people said this. I mean, everybody said to me, "Oh, you got to get a dog right away." Within a month, everybody said, "Get a new one." And I was like, "Nah, I can't. I can't do it. I'm not ready yet. There's still nights where I cry myself to sleep. You know,
Really. I
it's so,
understand.
it's the
But when you
worst
get
thing.
there, you'll know.
Well, I know, and I'm looking forward to getting there. And I've asked Max to send me another dog so that I know it comes from him. Because I've heard in Mexico they have some very interesting sayings, like hummingbirds are normally a dead loved one who's coming back to visit you. Hey, Cooper, Cooper, hi. He's in love with you, and so I've. They also believe that if you ask your past pet to bring you a new pet, they will come back in spirit as another dog and come to you. So I've asked for that too. So we'll see what happens.
Love it.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully you do, and I get to see.
I'll post them on my Instagram, and I'll definitely bring them on the show when I get a new dog. So I'm going to wrap this up, but let's like plug what you do. You're a pretty successful agent in the Hamptons in New York. I know you got a team working for you in New York. You mentioned that right off the top, but your history is pretty interesting. I mean, I already said you're easy on the eyes, so you modeled for a while and
I did that
came
for
from
decades.
humble beginnings, and have had quite a successful career in New York.
Thank you. That's it's very kind. Yeah, I came from Tennessee, the model world for like a decade, and then been doing real estate for 15, 16 years. Yeah, just started out as an agent in the city, built a team that I've had for 8 or 9 years. And so I do everything from new development, sales there. And out here, it's just, I have my own projects. So this house is one that I built,
Okay.
seven that I'm working on as we speak.
Really?
Yeah, and this kind of parlayed it into other commercial ventures. Southampton Tennis Club out here that I'm a part of or partner on. With the same group. We just kind of
Wow.
invest in stuff.
I think people should get hold of you.
Well, you can give them my links. Happy to reach out. But yes, anything real estate related is kind of what I do. What I
Do you
enjoy.
use your full name for your real estate? Like, do you have a real estate company?
So I work for Compass.
Okay.
Familiar with Compass? Yeah, it's kind of the largest brokerage in the U.S. now. But yeah, my team is the Trentham team at Compass. I'm here. That's my favorite subject to talk about anyway.
Thanks, Brandon, for joining me, and congratulations on getting Mr. Cooper. He's really adorable. I
Thank
can
you very
tell
much.
how happy he makes you.
It's everything. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. You take care.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Well, thanks so much for listening. I would like to thank my guest, Brandon Trentham, and of course, his new rescue dog for being guests on A Dog's Devotion. His new guy is so adorable. And of course, his name is Cooper. Now, if you want to follow them both on Instagram, Brandon's handle is at Mr.Trentham, all lowercase, and Cooper's Instagram handle is at Mr.Cooper2025, also all lowercase. Thanks for listening. Remember to give your dog a big hug today. They never live long enough. Thanks again, and please subscribe to my channel so I can keep sharing stories of dog love and rescue. Have a great day. Bye.